Hey, 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 YouTube family. It is Thanksgiving Eve. And come on in. Come on in. This is Thanksgiving Eve. And Love and Hip Hop Miami Season 7, Episode 4. And when I tell you that they got good and got dang messy, I was having to say gracefully next. And ooh, child, digress a lot during this episode. So it started with Miami Tip messy ass and Gina, Allen's wife, and she said that the proposal was fake, and then she also said, now this Gina's Allen's wife, and she also said that he was acting the whole time. Then he was a real estate agent, and he was trying to get his business out, and he pretended like he liked Amara. And I'm like, so he pretended that he liked her enough to get her pregnant? Girl, shut the fuck up. Okay. Cause anyway, and Gina and Miami Tip are both very delusional. If they think that that's okay, and then my whole thing with Gina is you're not gonna check your husband because it was more so your husband and her. We know Amada can be a little delusional at times. However, that's neither here nor there. She's very delusional. I ain't gonna even lie. She delusional is for real. She really is. This is so sad, y'all. So sad, so sad. And I don't know why is it okay, Gina, for you not to have your husband to take any responsibility for what he has done. Okay, but we're gonna move on from there because it wasn't nothing else to say. Okay. Because they also, well, let me just say, Gina also said Amara offered to a check for the divorce. Then she put voodoo. She said she put voodoo on Alan as well. And I'm like, gracefully, bitch, goodbye. Gracefully, next. And then Ching Diamond. I don't know if y'all remember her from the last season. Her and well, Ching Diamond is in Nebraska. And she was, friends with Zoe Brinks. And they had got into an argument. And I listened this and that. And then Ching Diamond, she's a bigger girl. And then Ching Diamond comes down, she comes down to Quiz. I mean, the thing is, how she come down when it comes to Quiz is giving all a lot of insecurity issues. And I'm like, just because you're a bigger girl doesn't mean that you sit up and let him make a fool out of you. And that's exactly what he doing. And then I think Quez is a little slow too. But the whole thing is Zoe told her about Quez. And Quez wasn't he wasn't no good then. And then Ching really, she know what type of man that Quez is. But like I said, it's that sense and that insecurity. And then it's hard for me to feel bad for Ching because because of what because she know what type of man he is. And you just can't feel sorry for her. You can't, because she in the situation, and she really is in a situation you can't feel sorry for her at all. Okay, so we're gonna give her a gracefully next. Okay, because and then my whole thing is she telling her sister that it's pretty much her fault because she said that she said that she told Quez that the baby may not be his. Okay, that's all and well and good. He may not, you did tell him. However, that don't mean that he just get a good get out of jail free card like that. Nigga, no ma'am. Absolutely no. Absolutely not. Okay. All right. And then it's just like her sister even said that, she just being real gullible. And she is gullible. And then by Ching doing it like that, it is grounds to let him go. She know that, it's grounds to let him go. Cause he ain't meaning her no good. And the whole thing is, if he find out that is his baby, He ain't gonna do nothing to support the baby. Okay, so we finna go ahead and give her a gracefully next. Okay. And back to Gina with her desperate ass. And then she is talking to her mom. And she letting her mom know that Alan has been detained. And then supposedly he was detained because, well, let me just say this. Gina blames Amara. And then the mama blame Amara too. And then at the end of the day, I do not believe that she said nothing to have him detained. And then they find out that he is an illegal, I mean, he an illegal alien at the end of the day. And he is not legal at all. So, I mean, it ain't Amara's fault because he ain't legal. Okay, so we finna say gracefully next. And then Blackston, he's supposed to be up there rapping and stuff. And he rapping about how he got a side chick and he got a fiance. And next. And then we get to Pinky Doll. And then Trick said that he was not feeling her at first, but he is going to give her a chance. And then she says the last time she was performed at Trina Day, and she bombed. And then Trick said that Miami is not looking for a pop artist; they are looking for a city girl type of artist. All right. And then why she let him hear her music, and then it didn't sound good. And Trick didn't think it sounded good neither. I'm like, girl, we're gonna have to find something else for you to do. You should have stuck with Jaquay. Or maybe you shouldn't have. Shit, you shouldn't have stuck with nobody, I guess. All right. So gracefully next, we got off of her too. Then we back to Diamond. And then she pulls up on Quez and he tells her that it has been hard for him and it might not even be his baby. And then she asked him, did we or did we not plan to have a baby? And then he said, well, yes, we did. And he says that if the baby is his, then we are going to be a family. And then I'm going to step up and I'm going to give you all of the help that you need. And I'll be there for you no matter what. I'm like, girl, all right. That's what he said. He said that he will be there for her no matter what. You hear? Okay. Okay. I said, okay, so we believe it. Okay. Okay. And I got something for her. I'm like, girl, nope. Don't believe that. Don't believe anything. Don't believe that. And that's why I'm just going to put that on there. And then the thing is, no, we're not doing that. And I'm like, girl, okay. He said that he'll be there for her. Then he apologized and for everything that he said in the past. Negative. I do not believe nothing that he says. And we're gonna gracefully, say next to this too. Okay? Gracefully next. And Gina is at Alan's mother's house. Or her mother's house. And then she finds out the reason why he was detained is because of a cold case has been revived. Then they both think that it was Amara that set it up. So it is all on her now. And Gina looks like a stupid fool. Then the mother said that Amara is behind it. Then I'm like, okay. Gracefully next, goodbye. Next. Then Trick Daddy brings in, get back to Pinky Doll. Trick Daddy brings in Hot Topic to style Pinky Doll. Then Hot Topic said that, I mean, she's not impressed by Pinky Doll at all. And the face and the look that she gave, Then Hot Topic busts out and says that Pinky Doll should have get lipo or plastic surgery. And I'm like, for what? She is just fine how she is. I'm like, bitch, don't start. And gracefully next on her ass. Cause I'm like, I think she fine just the way that she is. Everybody don't need plastic surgery. Okay. Okay. And we getting back to Michael Blackston. Michael Blackston and Rada are confronting. Well, Rada is confronting him about Nadia, and she was crying about it. She said, "I'm like you allowed a girl at the beginning and all that stuff." Then he is definitely playing in her face. And back to gracefully next, okay? And Ching is having a baby, and she tells Quez that she has not heard from him in 2 days. And now he is calling her, and she say, bye. She said she ain't heard from him in 2 days. And if you ain't talked to me in 2 days, then don't be calling me now. And I'm like, girl, now you finally got some balls. Because you should have been told his little funny looking ass that he is not gonna talk to her. And I'm like, sir, no, no, no. No, 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 no. Hell to the no, 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 no. And I'm like, so he bring his funny looking ass back in there. And then he's talking about some, he ain't heard, he trying to see, get back on the scene and all that stuff. And I know what he trying to do. He's trying to get some screen time and all that stuff. But the whole thing is, Ching Diamond, girl, you're gonna have to get a little bit more, you're gonna have to get a little bit more confidence in yourself. Cause I remember you from last season. And when you was on last season, you had on clothes that was too small for you. And then you was all naked and all that stuff. And the first thing that Zoe Brink said, she was asking you, why was you dressing like that? And all that stuff. And the whole thing is less is best. And Zoe actually was a good artist. I actually liked her music. And then it's like I always thought that Diamond and all that stuff, she was with the bull, and she was a little jealous and all that stuff. And then they were supposed to have a clothing line together and all that stuff. And then she always tried to tell Zoe how to run her stuff and tried to tell her that she shouldn't be like this with her man and all this and that. But the first time that Zoe asked told her that she shouldn't be like this with her man, Quez, then she didn't want to hear it. I'm like, girl, goodbye. Goodbye. You need to get the hell up out of here. Because my whole thing is listen, bitch. The thing is, nobody is jealous of you. And whether you thought that somebody was jealous of you or not, you're going to have to look in the mirror because you got more insecurities than everything that I know. Because for one, that nigga was in jail. Quest was in jail. And it's a thing of how we know who he was creeping with in jail and who he wasn't creeping with in jail. So you're gonna have to take a look in the mirror at yourself. You really are. And my whole thing is I don't like nobody that's judgmental like that neither. Because my whole thing is at the end of the day, Zoe, she went ahead and did her clothing line and she was trying to include you in all of her stuff. And then you didn't want to do it. You didn't want to do it. Absolutely not. You didn't want to do it. You was jealous. And then you always thought that somebody wanted what you had and somebody wanted your man and this and this and that. And I'm like, girl, look in the mirror because your man ain't cute. Okay? Your man ain't cute. I ain't lying. He is not cute. And y'all, I just done went on a tangent with this Love and Hip Hop Miami because it's just not good, y'all. It is not good. And another thing is, I think it seemed like Love and Hip Hop Miami, they fishing for a storyline, right? And they brought Michael Blackston. Why? And then I'm waiting for Boots because Boots is supposed to be here. They already got Shay. They didn't give us no Shay. They didn't give us no Scrappy. They didn't give us no nobody. They didn't give us nobody. They gave Trick. They gave Pinky Doll. Then they gave um Nadia, and then they gave Rada and Ching Doll, and stuff in Miami Tip. It's like, do we want them? Do we need them? And y'all know this. This the last season, and I'm like, good goddamn, finally, this the last season. Because they on that BS sometimes. And then it make me just not even want to not to even want to review it. And that's why have to go back to old child. I definitely do digress. I digress about everything. Cause I'm like, y'all, are y'all okay? Are y'all okay? Okay. But that was Love and Hip Hop Miami season 7, episode 4. And I mean, I just had to have a little talk with y'all because this is just crazy. And I've just never seen anything like this. And I'm like, the check must be good because I don't know. I don't know. And I'm finna go on here to say this. The whole factor is Mona is not in charge of this show no more. And it shows because when Mona Scott was on this show and it was up on her and the show was Mona Scott all day, it was better. But ever since Mona Scott has left, it ain't good no more, y'all. And that was my review again for Love and Hip Hop Miami season 7, episode 4. And they was just doing a whole bunch from the Alan being detained and finding out why he was detained, and then Michael Blackson saying that he trying to rap and talking about he got a side chick and then he got a fiance. I'm like, Michael, go somewhere else with it, cause I don't think nobody is really asking for you. Okay. All right. And y'all have a blessed, blessed day. And I'm finna go ahead and get this video uploaded. And I thank y'all for listening to me. And it's gonna be uploaded by my YouTube family. Have a blessed, blessed day and have a good, good holiday, okay? Bye. And I'm gonna put a pinky doll on here for y'all. Have a blessed day. And the way she looking,